In this video, we are going to see how to create Google Calendar detailed event from new Google tasks. So let's say every time a new task is created on Google Tasks, you want to create a detailed event on Google Calendar. Now to do this, you will have to integrate the two applications, and the same thing can be done using Pabbly Connect software. Here your trigger application would be Google Task and your action application would be Google Calendar. Now how can you do this yourself? Integrate and automate this entire process. To understand that, let me take you to my screen. To begin with the process, we are first going to type the URL pabbly.com/connect, and as we do that, here we have reached the landing page of this software. On the right hand side, you can see two options: sign in and sign up for free. So if you are an existing user, simply click on sign in, and if you are the new user, click on this tab sign up. It won't take more than 2 minutes, and also at the time of account creation, you will get 100 free tasks. So now I'm going to click on sign in as I'm an existing user here, and here we have reached all applications page. Let's click on access now for Pabbly Connect as we are doing this integration using Pabbly Connect software. On the right hand side of this dashboard, you can see a tab create workflow. Let's click on this. And a dialog box has appeared which is asking us to name this workflow. Now here my objective is to create new Google Calendar detailed event from a new Google task, which basically means that every time a new Google task is created, then automatically a detailed event should be created in Google Calendar. So I'm going to click on create. And as I do that, here we have reached another window which has got two extremely important events. One is trigger, another one is action. Now triggers and actions are basically those two principles or concepts on which this entire automation works. Trigger is when this happens, action says do this. Basically, action here is the response of your trigger application. Now as per this integration, my trigger application will be Google Task. So I'm going to click on this. Now the trigger event here would be new task. So this is the event that is going to make my workflow run. Here you can see that it is written, this trigger will check for new data in every 10 minutes. Basically this means that this trigger application has a polling time of 10 minutes. The workflow is going to run after every 10 minutes to fetch for new data. Now I'm going to click on connect, and here Pabbly Connect is asking to connect itself with the Google Tasks account. Now to set up this connection, we are going to select add new connection, then sign in with Google. Here we have to select the account, and once we have selected the account, Pabbly Connect tasks want to access my Google account. Now this is absolutely secure, so I'm going to click on allow. And as I do that, here we can see that the authorization has been successful, which basically means that Google Task is now connected with Pabbly Connect. And now here I have to mention the task list. So I already have created a list which is my task. It is there. So here you can see this is my Google Calendar and here are the Google tasks. So I already have created a list. The name is my tasks, and you can create your own list by clicking on this icon. So as you click, so you would be able to name it, right? The list name is my task. So I'm going to take you back to Pabbly Connect. Here I'm going to click on save and send test request. As I click on save and send test request over here, you can see that we have received a response. So this is the last task that was created there. So this is the last task that was created. Let me show you the details. So this is the name of the task, and this is the description, and this here is the due date. Now I'm going to take you back to Pabbly Connect. So this start date of your task and this due is the due date of your task. This here is the description, and then this is the name of your task. Once we have received this, I wish to create a detailed event in my Google Calendar. So I'm going to go to action application, and here I'm going to look for Google Calendar. Here it is. And now the action event here would be to create a detailed event. Let's click on connect. Here again Pabbly Connect is asking to connect itself with the Google Calendar account. I'm going to select add new connection and then sign in with Google. Again here we are supposed to select the account and then provide the access. So I've clicked on allow, and here we can see that the authorization has been successful. So here we have to first enter the calendar. So I have entered the email address with which my calendar is associated. Now here I have to map the title of my event. How do I map this? As I click on this, it is going to show me the previous step, and this is the title of my task. This is known as mapping. Mapping is important because every time the workflow runs, if I had written this manually, it would have only taken the manually written data every time the workflow would have run. So if I want that it should inculcate new data, I have to map it. So that's why mapping is important. Now for the description, again, I'm going to click on the previous step, and this here is the description. Then the location. So if you wish to enter the location, you can do that. For the start date time, I'm going to enter this, and this is exactly in the same format. So please make sure that if the date that you have is not in the same format, here you can use a feature by Pabbly, which is date time formatter, and format the date. Again, the date and time. So this here is the date and time. Then the time zone. So here I'm going to go ahead with Asia Kolkata. You can select the time zone as per your zone. Then we have the visibility guest. So if you wish to add any email address here, you can do that. Reminder method is email. Then minutes before reminders. So what is the time duration that you wish to add? You can add it here. If you want to give it some particular priority, so you can add the color code over here, the color ID. Then show me as free or busy. So I have selected as available. Then guests can modify the event. So I don't want them to modify. So it is false here. Event recurrence rule. So again, here you can use this particular tool if you wish that the same event must be recurred. Add conferencing. So I have selected no. Let's click on save and send test request. And here we have received the API response, which basically means that now an event should be created in my Google Calendar. And here you can see that yes, a task has been created here in Google Calendar, which basically means that this integration process is a complete success. But we also need to check this in real time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a task here. Let's say the name of the task is new task, and then I have got the details. So these are the demo task details. Okay, then I need the due date. So let's say it is 30th of January. And if I wish to set a time for the reminder, it is 11 a.m. Let's click on OK. So here I have got the details. So now what I'm going to do is, as soon as a task is created here, what should happen? Automatically, it should be added in my Google Calendar. So for 30th of January, it should be here. So now we are going to wait. And here you can see that yes, the task has been included. This basically means that our integration process is a complete success. Now I'm going to take you back to Pabbly Connect to understand what we have done. So this is an extremely easy two-step integration process where our trigger application was Google Task and the event was new task. And then our action application was Google Calendar where the event was create detailed event. I hope this is absolutely clear to you. If in case you have any doubt, you can refer to the workflow which is given in the description box of this video. You can also clone the same and start to process immediately. Apart from this, if you have any specific integration to work on, you can always write to us. Not only this, but you can integrate multiple applications using Pabbly Connect software. To ask any of your query, you have to write at forum.pabbly.com. You can also visit our website, which is www.pabbly.com/connect. To get all the details about the latest updates, the integrations and applications, you can visit our Facebook group. If in case you have found this video helpful, then do not forget to share this with your friends and colleagues so that they can also get into automation and make their life easy. I'm going to see you very soon with different integrations and automations. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Take care of yourself.